subscribe to show your support.
What's up YouTube? I'm here to bring you another awesome walkthrough today on Olympus Rising, one of my most favorite, most addictive games. I am playing it like crazy, and that's probably why my Injustice videos are not getting put out as fast as everyone would like them to be, but guess what? I gotta expand my field into other areas, get some more viewers, and make some people happy, because I've seen some other videos on here, and they're just lacking people. I don't want to talk bad about other YouTubers, but they're just kind of boring to watch. So what I like to do is get out a Medusa and 3 trebuchets, or 2 Medusas, 2 trebuchets. I usually let the trebuchet take the lead, so the Medusa doesn't have to get whacked. Always steer the Minotaur away from your precious Medusa. After all, she is a lady. Sneak up behind those arrow guys and stab to death. Poison these guys, that doubles damage when they're turned into stone by Medusa. That also doubles damage. And this guy is smart. He's put his ice tower a little back from the barricade, so I can't flame job him. Although I will flame job him momentarily. Ba-boom! I should have waited, but I got the barricade and the ice tower at the same time. I should really be clapping my guys into defensive mode with all these fire towers, especially since Medusas are weakened to fire. But apparently there's something wrong with my brain today. I have a lot of trebuchets rocking it out though. You gotta make sure every time you can cast a trebuchet or cast a new guy, you should be casting it off right away. I tried to do it to an 8 count, but I can never count to 8 and play the game at the same time. So you just gotta kind of look for the little color in the bottom left corner and smack it out when you can. If I only have 1 Medusa, that's gonna be a problem, because they only do their stone cast gaze every 10-15 seconds. And although Medusas don't turn other Medusas into stone, they do hurt them quite badly. And the Medusa attack is a more blanket attack, where it can shock 5 or 6 people at once. There, I steer the Minotaur right into the Medusa's gaze there, accounting for distance. And those arrow guys go down easy, but later on in the game, I have mine up to level 10 now. Not in this video, but you will see them up to level 10 later, and they are quite powerful. Their arrows turn into flaming arrows, and Medusas don't like the flamers. So, that being said, won it with 1 Medusa and a healing whip for a big finish. Next up, the curse of the green boxes. And I'm almost totally participating in that today. I can never, ever, ever get the top 3 boxes. On to another island. For those of you that are wondering what the daily gem test entails, here it is. 5, 3, 39, 4, and 3. Generally around 50 gems a day, which I usually go through pretty quickly. An eternal chest, nothing special. So ODYSSEUS is our showcase master for today. He's my favorite guy in this game. And make sure you have all your spell slots and all your troop slots filled up, because to have a variety of troops is really what is great in maximizing the damage you can do, the range of attacks, and it's just essential to have as much variety as troops as you can. Right now, after this video, you'll see me using Minotaurs, Trebuchets, and Medusas. I've also got videos coming up on archers and those useless sirens. You thought they were useless, but they are not. So standard stuff here. Usually I like to try and get the Medusa behind them, make them turn their back to the other Medusas. So to save them from that steely gaze, and back the Minotaurs off into a corner. There, one did get through, but I've got a healing whip ready and waiting. Casting those trebuchets, you can see how they bring down the barricades before you even get there, especially if people have their maps in little leany-liney back and forth. You know, when the columns are touching each other, or the paths, then they can even do it ahead before you even get there, as you saw that archer tower go down nicely. And he's got 1 lone Prometheus tower. It's no big deal to swat back 1 bomb at a time. It's always good to have them together. So they're running back and forth, trying to cast back bombs. They're frantic, they're panicking, they're not getting nothing. So guys, upcoming, I've got my poison almost ready. Tried to steer the Minotaur away, it didn't work. saving the fire for the archer tower. Do the archer tower first so you can throw back the Prometheus tower bombs. Works out quite nicely. Big finish. No big finish. Poison, come on, poison! Oh, I should use poison. But the gates actually have 75% resistance to poison, so it's not going to make a whole lot of difference. So it's obviously the trebuchets that do a majority of the damage, because the Medusas have poison attacks. So there you go, 1 orange box, 2 crap boxes. Prometheus, I'm sorry you're not in this video. We're going to have to swap you out for somebody better. Oh yes, there you are, Odysseus. And I'm constantly looking at the troops in the base I'm attacking, and you can adjust your armor accordingly. If there's lots of Medusas, you can use poison armor. If there's not Medusas and there's a lot of warriors, you can use steel armor, which reduces the damage of physical attacks. See, a perfect setup here. I've got all the guys focusing on me, and the Medusas and the trebuchets sneaking up behind. Now these pesky sirens, I can never seem to get them. Fire attacks do it nicely, but it seems like a waste of a fire spell, especially since I know I've got Archer and Ice Towers coming up. I can talk very clearly when I try. So I'm going to get right in between these two guys and blast them both at the same time with fire. So there's definite benefits to clumping your towers, also definite disadvantages. I've got one Medusa out in front, so I want to get another one coming as soon as possible. And you don't want to be casting spells, casting troops when you need them. You want to plan ahead of time, keep an eye on your Medusa's health. Generally, trebuchets never suffer. Medusas and you bear the full brunt. And obviously, you want to try and absorb most of the damage from the attacks because you can regenerate your health over time, depending on your weapons and gear. You can equip different weapons, you know, different armor, different weapons, all to regenerate health. Regenerate health when attacking. Generally, I like to focus on killy stuff instead of making my guy live longer, making him attack faster. I'm really into storm swords and storm bracers now. Storm bracers and swords seem to shock, like send out a storm of little lightning bolts into your opponent that stop them from attacking you. Works on towers. You can also see it work on barricades, but I don't know really what it's really doing for them because they're not doing anything. They're just barricades. They're just walls. They just sit there. So big finish with the poison spell and the healing whip, and Odysseus looking fly as usual. Has he got some ropes wrapped around his chest? I don't know if that's jewelry back in the day, but woo-wee, sure is blinging. So there you go, nothing special in those boxes. Of course, before I attack people, I'm always looking for anything major boosted. Apollo Tower boosted. I generally stay away, wait a day, and come back. Waiting for my blue bars to fill up, keeping an eye on the 2 Minotaurs, casting 2 Medusas close together. And the Trebuchet really took a hit there from the Minotaur, so we're going to break out the healing whips. Right off the bat, they're not doing anything, may as well. And I should have slapped it into defensive mode there, so we can walk slower through the healing whip. Nice work, Medusas, making short work of those warriors. I used to love warriors until I loved Medusas, and then I never loved another. Recently unlocking the Cyclops Islands, but it just seems like they're so slow, and when I fight against them, they don't even do any damage, so they can't be that difficult for other people. Careful to save your fire spell for the ice tower. Oh, Medusas are going to get it there. Healing whips, they're not even walking through it. If they're that stupid, they don't deserve to live. I can't help you, I'm sorry. So, oh, it almost looked like that Minotaur knocked over that archer tower. I died. This is something that happens often. I always revive after 1 revive. I did 4 revives the other day because I was so stuck on this guy with boosted Apollo Towers, level 54. I thought I could do it. And the 4th time it wanted me to revive, it was 400 ambrosia. And I was like, oh my gosh, I just can't afford that. So I had to let it go, but I'll be back for that guy later. Kicked me off one of my most valuable producing islands. There you go, Medusas. Walk through the whips. Be healed. I'm definitely not using defensive mode as much as I do now in this video. You'll see a lot more of that later. So 2 full health Medusas. I'm on the bridge with 30 seconds left. Everything should be good. Fire and... oh no, just poison these guys. I probably should have fired them too. I think I'll save that for the main gate. Even though I have 20 seconds left and a full array of trebuchets behind me, there should be no difficulty to crack down in 4 seconds. 3, 4. Time to spare. So, spinning off to some more boxes. More boxes, boxes for everyone. 2 orange ones there. That's usually a symbol that I will open them. Or especially if you've got a weapon in the early, not so good boxes, I usually open them later and find another weapon waiting in the better boxes. So a good way to strategically spend diamonds there. This will be our main event for the evening. This guy has his tower staggered, so you can see he's trying to make checkpoints where you can overwhelm the defenses. That generally doesn't work well with someone as offensive as me. Usually I wait to fill up my blue bar, but I want to just knock down this barricade with 2 trebuchets and get started. Poison and fire for this bunch of troops and the archer tower, making the most of my spells. You can see the storm bracers and the storm swords in effect there on the barricade. Also work sometimes on the enemies. So I'm hoping another Medusa is going to come out soon. I've just got one out front and she's having a tough time with it all. This fire spell is going to make short work of those 2 towers. Come on, Medusa. Any day now. Prometheus Tower is not giving me a lot of trouble. In fact, I'll just stand back like a boss and let the trebuchets do everything. Let's get some poison going on here for those warriors. That Medusa fell nicely. One more Medusa out in front. The barricade gives us no problems. Hopefully the trebuchets will take out the fire tower and keep my Medusa alive and healthy. I'll just finish it off for them. Okay. Busted through those troops nicely. Full health trebuchets, full health Medusas. Hopefully they don't get bombed by that, but they did. So you see an effective way to use the Prometheus towers is to cast them over 2 paths, and they will maximize distance and their usefulness because they have a great range and they firebomb. They attack in clusters. Kind of a spread attack for all surrounding troops, similar to the Medusa's attack. Got the healing whip, so I'm not even going to bother to send that Prometheus bomb back, which I probably should have. 26 seconds, I'm on the bridge, no troops in my way. Should be no difficulty to finish this off by 16 seconds. Did I say 16? I meant 10. 14, 13, trebuchets attacking, 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's my video, kids. I'm going to be uploading lots more of these because people need to see this stuff. People need to see how it's actually done, how to rock a base down to the ground. Don't forget to check me out on Facebook at Best iOS Games and check out my Injustice channel too. All my videos. All of them! Thank you! Bye-bye!